What up, Long Beach? It's Tyler. Welcome back to your home for local sports. This Moore League swimming video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company. Thursday at the brand spanking new Cabrillo campus pool on the west side, the first event being hosted at this facility, the Moore League Girls Swim Finals, and frankly, things went swimmingly. You can see a bunch of athletes getting ready to go in this one, all chasing some medals. They're lovely, they're golden. Let's start this thing off with the 200 medley relay, all schools represented. And kicking it off, watch for Polly in the middle in lane 4, with Wilson above them in lane 5. They would be going at it in this race. Jackrabbits in front after the first leg. Wilson and Millikan, as you can see, both hitting the water about the same time. A close battle for second as we move to the breaststroke. The lead gets extended slightly for Polly going into the fly leg, and it's Millikan just taking control of that second place spot. And now as we get to the anchor, Jackrabbits still in front, but Millikan and Wilson right there on their heels. Over the final 25, it's very close, but Polly is going to hold on to win it wire to wire, and they set a new school record in the process, getting that victory 151-34, just edging out the Bruins. Now to the 200 free, and in this one we're going to keep an eye on a particular swimmer, Maddie Meisel in lane 4. The Utah-bound senior is pretty good in the water. She goes out in front at the start, and she's going to build a lead on that first lap. And let's be honest, it wasn't as much about the race as it was about going for the meet record in this one. You can see she comes off the ball very well there and continues to build her lead. Headed to the final lap, you can see it's really not about the race, it's just about posting that quality time. And as she comes to the wall, she will in fact break the meet record set in 2005 by Wilson alum Jessica Hardy. You've heard of her. So obviously happy times for Meisel, who just barely gets under that mark for the new meet record in the Moore League. 200 IM. And a good start for a pair of Jackrabbits here. Camille Mojica in lane 2. Isabella Magalong, the freshman, in lane 4. In the black caps, those two going neck and neck here in the early going in the IM as we move to the backstroke. Magalong, the favorite in this one, is going to pull away on the back and breaststroke. But Wilson's Devin Beebe is going to be on her tail for the final 50 in this one. As here comes Beebe, she looks like she's chasing down Leon Lett in Super Bowl 27, nearly catches Magalong, but the freshman is able to hold on and win it for the Jackrabbits as she edges by a little over 3/10. Beebe, great close on that final lap. The 50 free as we start to get real sprinty. Another freshman in the spotlight, Wilson's Maya Tedesco, out on the right side in lane 5. You can see her off the turn, barely ahead on the right side of your screen, as she's battling it out to the wall. And it's going to be close, but Tedesco is going to edge two other swimmers and get the narrow victory over teammate Abbott and Polly's Quack. Very close race there. Now to the 100 butterfly, and this race is going to be a Wilson-Polly battle the whole way. The Bruins' Marley Abbott is going to be out in front there in the white cap. Polly's Claire Leonard in the black cap just behind her, closer to the camera. And those two duel it out back and forth, but it is going to be Abbott picking up the victory, as she's the only swimmer to go under a minute in this race. Now back to Meisel, who's back going for another record in the 100 free, another Jessica Hardy record. Meisel in lane 4 is going to be chased by a host of Wilson Bruins in this race. Jessica King in 6 and Tedesco in 5. But again, Meisel way out in front of the field in that hot pink cap, and she's building a lead, going for the mark which has stood for 11 years And as she closes and touches the wall, she's 400ths shy of doing the double and breaking another record. Still a great day for her. Couldn't quite get both of those records. Now to the endurance race of the 500 free. This one would belong to Millikan's Brianna Peterson. As you see her center of the screen in lane 4, one of 2 seniors in this race that actually had more freshmen in it than seniors, so a very young field. But Peterson gradually built her lead, as tends to happen in the 500, and would finish as she cruised in over a pair of Wilson Bruins, taking the victory by about 6 seconds. Now to the 200 freestyle relay as the sun sets on the west side. Wilson gets out to a lead in lane 4, but you can see up in lane 6, the Millikan Rams very close, and the teams traded the lead over the second and third leg, a very back and forth relay. Wilson now back in front, trying to put some separation, and they do just that for the anchor, and they make no mistake with that lead as they close it out for the victory. Bruins already in the driver's seat for the team championship, and they were taking care of business in the races they were expected to, closing in on that Moore League title. Now to the 100 backstroke. Polly's Serrana Quach in lane 4 is the favorite, and she starts out well, getting a great push to start this thing off. Sophomore builds a comfortable lead at the second turn, and she will cruise in for the win, as she would win it by nearly 4 full seconds, really showing that she's the best in the league at that particular race. Not much celebration from her, but a 59.72 is enough for an easy win. Now to the 100 breaststroke. And this one stayed very close for a while until Polly's Bella Magalong and Millikan's Katie Pursley, the 2 favorites, were able to pull away. Magalong on your left, Pursley on the right there, going neck and neck, but the race belonged to the freshman Magalong, who broke her own school record set just over a week ago in the dual meet at Wilson, as she continues to improve on her time in this race, and she was fired up about it, as those two, good sportsmanship there, but Magalong was the one who got the win, even though she wasn't the top prelim qualifier. Now to the 400 freestyle relay, the last race of the day, and this was expected to be a good battle between Wilson and Polly, and it was. Bruins open up a good lead going into that second leg, but back came the Jackrabbits, not wanting to go quietly. Wilson actually lost this event to Polly in their dual meet, but they're looking for revenge, holding about a 3-second lead as the Jackrabbits now come to the wall. The Wilson team obviously trying to support their relay team to a victory. Great crowd there. To the wall, Wilson is going to win it, and they would break the meet record set last year by the Rabbits. But this Poly team also broke that mark, finishing in second place, so a very fast race. But the Wilson team, obviously, plenty of reason to celebrate. The team of Alexis Angerman, Devin Beebe, Maya Toscado, and Jesse King, setting that new meet record, and the Bruins know what's up. Wilson head coach Maggie Twynham, she collects her champion Bruins and says, "I'm about to dive in." One of the best traditions in the Moore League. The Bruins obviously fired up to be champions once again after not winning it last year, and I'm going to go ahead and let them count us down to the end of this video.